Hi there, Tuesday live again, and we're back again, and we're going to talk about improvisation on the violin. And that's something, it's not that common yet, but more and more people see the value of the knowledge of improvisation, of playing intuitively. You're going to listen better, you're going to improve your rhythmic, your melodic senses, and everything just by learning how to improvise. But the violinist doesn't know where to start, doesn't know how to do it. And that's where we come in. Now, who am I to tell you what to do? Let me see that. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Okay, there. I'm Sander Nichting. There we got it. And I'm a pop, jazz, Latin, country, folk, and flamenco violinist. And all these, well, the improvisation come in many, maybe even all different styles of music. The violin improvisation comes to that. And so not only you're going to be playing classical music, but also country, jazz, gypsy jazz, Irish, and even flamenco. That's what where improvisation, real improvisation, comes in. And it's always good to know what you're doing, how to do it. And if you're a teacher, then bring it into your lessons, because your students do love it. I have physical students of my own, and when I get to improvise with them, it's a party. It's really a party. But they have to go over the edge, right? How do you say that? The barricade. They have to go over a barricade. Maybe you too. But let me make that a little bit easier for you. I have written a method, the Creative Violin Method, that is a beginner's book for the violin method, and each lesson contains improvisation as well. So we're going to be improvising right from the start. So once again, if you're a teacher, this is the method you want to do. All the techniques and everything, it's the same as other methods, but this contains a lot of different music, other music, and improvisation, of course. And then there's also the improvisation course on the website, which you can follow. And there's a little gypsy jazz course also taken from the improvisation course. So there we have it. That's what we do, improvising and letting you improvise. Well, I announced myself, and maybe you want to do the same. Just drop your name in the comments. I can see the comments coming in, and then I know who is there and what you're doing. If you are an improviser already or not. That's what I want to do. I want to know. So let's get this started, and we're going to do a scale here, a scale of C, the scale of C, and you can see it. It's in Dutch, and oh, I already see a spell mistake there. Doesn't matter. This is the scale of C. That's it, the scale of C, and this is what we're going to be working with, the notes of the scale of C. Well, the first thing we have to do is we're going to give them steps. So you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 8 is 1. The first step and the second step, the third step, fourth step, and we tend to write them down in Roman figures. So then you know that we're talking about the steps of the scale, right? Got it? So C is the first step, the bottom line, home, right? The second step is D. The third step is E, the fourth step is F. Well, if we, little side notice here, if we're talking about scales, we have the ionic scale, that's the major scale, and we start off with C and that goes to C. Now if we use the same notes, so the same notes of the scale of C, but we start at a different point. We don't start with C, the major scale, but we start at D, the second step. Then we get D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D. And that's a Dorian scale. Dorian scale, it's a minor scale, a Dorian scale. If we start off with E, with the same notes as the C scale, we start off with E, then we have a Phrygian scale, right? E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E. That's a Phrygian scale. We're going to work with that in a moment. Now, why is this important? Now, let me just show you the C chord. There it is. A chord is made up in basic with 3 notes. That's the basic. I mean, there can be a lot of other notes for coloring, but the basics, just 3 notes. That's a chord. And if we put the thirds on top of another, then we get this chord. So we start off with C, then put a third on top of that, C, D, E, and put a third on top of that, we get F and G. Am I making sense? Right. I know I am. Now you can see that here. So we start off with the root note, the bass note, that is the C, the 1. Then we add another note, 3 higher, so 1, 2, 3, that is the note E, and we go one more time, add 3 to it, 5. So the 1, the 3 and the 5 being the first, the third and the fifth note of the scale. Then we have the root chord, and in this case we have the scale of C, so the root chord is C. There you have it, C, E and G. Sounds like this. Nothing more to it. That's easy so far, right? Okay, now let's go on. We're going to the second step, so we're going to go to D. The D, the chord D. So now we do the 1, 3 and 5, but starting from the second step. Am I making sense now? Got it, right? So the second step, we go to D and we're going to build our chord on that. So D is now the first note of the chord. The third note of the chord, the second note of the chord is, it's 3, the F, and the fifth is the A. So we get D, F and A. That is the chord on the second step. We're building this from the second step of the C scale. Got it? So C is the first step and D is the second step. Building from that the chord D, F and A. And D and F, it's a minor chord. You've got it. Okay, very good. If you can't follow, if you have any questions, I can see the comments coming in, and then I can respond to the questions. So fire away, fire away. Now let's go to another step. We're going to the 5th step of the scale. So the 5th step, the first is C, D, E, F, and we have G. That's the 5th step of the chord. Difficult for me. All right, so let's build a chord on that as well. We have the G, build 3 up on that, a third above that. We have the B, and then the 5th is the D, sounding like this. There you go. That's it. And once again, you can layer the chords just like you as you want. But this, the 1, the 3, and the 5, if you start with 1, the third note, and another third note being the fifth, that is the chord, the basic root of the chord. So here we have the G. Now, what is really important is to know that all the 3 chords we have made now are coming from the notes of the C scale. Got it? So we had the C chord, there it is. We have D minor sounding like this. And we have G. That's it. So we've got 3 chords, and we can build chords on every step on the way. We can also do on the 3rd step E and G and B. We can also do the 4th F, A, C, and so on. But I'm just going to stick to these. But know that these chords were built of the notes of the C scale. That's it. So if you're going to hear these chords, you're going to hear D minor, G, or C, then you can improvise with the C scale, because the chords were built of them. The ingredients of the chords are the notes of the C scale. How easy is that? Now, if we have this, we're going to have a chord progression. And what is a chord progression? That is one chord moving to the next. And I'm going to let you hear D minor and G. And the 7, that is another third to it. So we have 1, 3, 5, and 3 on top of that is a 7th. So we're going to add the 7th note, okay? D minor 7 and G7, and that sounds like this. Got it? And a little bit. There is it. D minor 7 and G7. Now, and know that these chords were built out of the notes of the C scale. When we have this, notes of the C scale. I didn't play a different note, just notes of the C scale. And now you're gonna get the idea. Got it? Let me know in the comments if you get it. Just let me know, because now we're gonna work together. I'm going to play and you're going to play. I hope you have your violin out. Do you have your violin out? Let me know. So what we're going to do now, I'm going to play this D minor 7 and G7, and I'll do 2, 4 or 4 bars, I don't know yet, and then you take over. If you have your violin out, this is the moment you're going to do that in the safety of your own home. Well, how about that? Okay, let's go there. I'll start with. more time. And so on. Well done. Okay, very well done. Now we can add a few chords to it, and if I'm going to look at the C scale, let me see here. There we go. And let me do start building on the seventh step. So that is a B, and we're going to use the notes of the scale of C. So the B, the seventh step, the B is 1 now. That's a 3, that is the F, the 5. But notice you have a minor, diminished 5, and the 7th. So that is B half diminished. That's what we call this chord. And we want to write it down with a little 0 and a little line through it. That's how we write down B half diminished. And we can do, let's take A also, the sixth step of the scale of C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If we start building from here, we get A, we get C, we get E, and want the 7 as well, the G. There you go. So those are the chords. So let me just take a look here. Oh no, we don't have to be half diminished yet in this one. But here we go. D minor 7 goes to G7. G7 goes to C major 7. That's big 7. So we have C, E, G, right? And we're going to add major 7, the big 7, the B. Yeah, and then the last chord is A7. But this A7 should be a minor 7. But no rule exists without bending it a little bit, right? So we're going to do A7. So that is with a high C, with a C sharp in it. But the rest of the notes are all C scale. Do you want to hear it? There we go. G, now C. Now the funny thing is, what I just did is A7, that is the major, but that is A minor. So I still play the C, while in the chord we have C sharp. You're never gonna be wrong again, right? You can't play wrong notes. That's what I'm trying to say. So let me know if this is working out for you. Let's do the same with this chord progression. D minor 7, G7, C major 7, and A7. Are you ready? Take the violin and we're off again. Play the C. And so on and so on. Okay, but well done, well done. So you can play the notes of the C scale throughout all these chords, these 4 chords, the whole progression. But you can also add other notes, of course, like we did the C sharp or C, and maybe B flat, that's a minor 9 in A7. All that stuff, you cannot go wrong. And that gets us to a beautiful little song here called Morning, and that is a Latin song, and there you see B half diminished, so that is but all those notes all of the C scale, right? Then okay, then we got E7, A minor 7, and you can, E7 will be with G sharp in it. That's the third of E7, but you can also just play the minor. Let me just show you how that works. Oh, that's okay. Well, hang on. Yeah, it's the B part. Let's do the chords. Goes quickly. E, I, A, D, B, E, A minor, D, E. We just did that. B part is not noted. And there you start again. Okay, that is the whole sequence of this song Morning. So I just wrote down the A part, and it repeats the A part, it repeats A, and then we get a B section which is not scored here, and then we get the A part back again, A, A, B, A. That's the form of the song. Now you see a lot of chords here, right? And what I just did, I just improvised using the C scale, because actually I can say the chords are built from the C scale and give or take a little note, a little bit different there, here and there. But the basic here is the C scale, and I have to correct myself a little bit, because the C scale, it is actually in A minor. But A minor is the parallel scale of C. They've got the same notes. So if I say A minor or I say C major, they're exactly the same scale, but starting at a different point. Let me show you that. Yeah, you can see here the C scale, and if I start on the 6th note, that is the note A, then I get A, B, C, so A, C is a minor. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. That is the Aeolian scale, the minor scale. Got it? Okay. Now, in this song Morning, here you have the chords. We can use the Phrygian scale, and here, well, you see it written down in Dutch, but this is the scale of C, but we start off with the note E. And then, got it? It's the same notes. But we start at E, we use the notes of the scale of C, and we start off with E. E is the first note, and then we get a Phrygian scale. But they're the same notes, they're the notes of the scale of C. Got it? And if I use this in Morning, then we get this Latin feel. The in note, all right, and then we go to the B part. Okay, are you ready for that? Now, if the B part is coming in, then I'll play it. Okay, I'll play it, but it's just a C scale also. But then you play two A's. So I'll play the first A, you play the second A part, and then I play the bridge, the B part, and then comes the A part again. You play that. Okay, let's go. Let's do that. It's easier than you think. Brilliant. You play. We're going to do another round. And play slow notes, fast notes, make a melody. There you go. Brilliant. Part. You take, use these notes. There we have it. How did that go? How did that go? So you're playing the Phrygian scale of E, but that's exactly the same as the major scale of C. the same notes, but you start at a different point and you get a whole different feel. Did you get that? Did you feel it also? The Phrygian scale has something, I love it, I love it. And definitely with Latin music, we play the Phrygian scale there. And it sounds wonderful on this song called Morning. Look it up on YouTube. And there's a, oh, I forgot his name. Alfredo de la Fe. That's him. Ah, I got it. Alfredo de la Fe. It's a Latin jazz violinist, and maybe you can find him on YouTube. Morning, that's the song. Look it up. Morning with Alfredo de la Fe. I'm gonna find him, try and find him myself. I didn't even do that. How about that? Goody. So that's basically what you need to know. So which key are you in? What are the chords built on which scale? And you can play that scale. So if this is a little bit difficult for you, it's a lot. It's been a lot already. Then I can get you to the courses at www.creativeviolin.com. At creativeviolin.com, you're going to find a few different courses there. Also in Dutch, ook voor de Nederlanders. Er is de Gypsy Jazz voor viool is in het Nederlands. Ook nog, maar ook in het Engels. So we have the improvisation course. That is a course built out of different styles. We just did a little bit of the first part, and I'm going to explain what chords actually are, how they're built up, just like we just did, but a little bit more in detail. And we're going to work with this. We're going to work with building up our notes and using the right scale. And you've got to learn how to know what is the right scale. But if you have it, you're all set. So the improvisation course also, we do rock and roll, we do country, we do jazz, we do gypsy jazz, all of those. And only the gypsy jazz I took out of the course, and I made a new 20% battery remaining. I said, okay, something, I think a camera is not hooked on yet. But I got a little warning here. So let me know if you have any questions. If you go to www.creativeviolin.com, that's where you find the courses. And then, oh yeah, I was talking about the Gypsy Jazz Violin course that is taken from the improvisation course as well. And so you can make your pick. If you want the full course, you're going to get a lot of different styles, and I am building on it, building it up. So if you enter at this price, every module that is added, the course is going to be a little bit more expensive. But if you step in at this price, it's a one-time payment or the 3 payments. Then you get the course, you have the course for life, and you don't pay any extra for the modules that are about to come. So that being said, let me just check. I've got, oh, sorry for that. There we are. Ah, there we are. We're back again. And I have here a question of Noel. Apologies for the question. Who is intended for the end of the lesson? Do you have a tutorial on how to play the notes? Example, I've seen some press on more than. It confuses me. I'm not sure how to search the question. Let me just see. There we are. Some press on more than one note at the same time to play one note. It confuses me. Well, this confuses me also. If it says play the D note, I press on, let me, I don't quite get that question. Nrel, I hope I say your name, I hope I pronounce your name. No, I press on more than the D to play the one D. No, 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 you don't. No. You, if you play one note, you press one note, because it's just like here. I've got the D here. I've got a D here, and the D string. But pressing one note, it's going to sound, there's just going to be one note. You can press two notes. There you go. So then you have two notes at the same time. So I hope I got your question right. If you press one note, just the D, to play the D, you just have to press one note. Or if you play the D string, you don't press a note at all. So I hope I got your question right, and yes, I have tutorial. So if you go to the courses, our courses, if you scroll down on the same page, because I'm only showing the improvisation courses, but if you scroll down on the same page, you get the beginner's course. Or if you slightly advanced, there are two books here. Here got them. Here you have them. They're in Dutch, and there are also in English. So I have Dutch books and English books, and book 2 is almost finished. So it's a complete violin course, and also with videos. So if you want to learn from that and improvise, then this is what you need to have. And just let me know. Drop me a mail or a message on YouTube or on Facebook. Just drop me a message and let me know how I can answer your question. And so I hope you everything is clear for this tutorial, for this workshop. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope I'm gonna see you next time. Where we will be doing from the beginner's course or from the improvisation course. So if you have any questions, drop me a message. Okay, yeah, drop me a little message, and then I can try to answer your question. That's going to be completely okay. So if you have any more questions, let me know. And if not, then drop me a message, and I will see them a little bit later, maybe then. All right. So once again, the courses are at creativeviolin.com. You can see our courses there, and that's where everything is, and you get detailed explanation of everything. So thank you for joining, and I hope to see you next time again. Bye-bye.